Zac with a nice physique of his own, but can't help be dwarfed a little bit by Pac over there.
Both of these men absolutely stellar athletes. Amazing physiques on the both of them. They take this business very seriously, and they train hard to give it their all every opportunity they're in the ring. And we're about to see all that work and how well it's paid off for each of them right now. Right. And here we go, circling. I can't hear the ring at all. There we go. Quick lockup. Zac with the early advantage with the waist lock, and he's got him locked in. Oh, but Pac fights his way out into one of his own, and ooh, down to the mat with a mat return. Here we go. They're back on their feet now. Ooh, a beautiful takeover from Zac into the armbar. Ooh, wrenching on the head of Pac with his knee. Pac fights his way out. Hammerlock into a headlock, and then a beautiful takedown. Uh-oh. Indeed, a head scissor of his own. Well-deserved round of applause from the crowd as both men gaze each other down.
Just let the tension build.
Absolutely. They're studying one another, trying to see what it's going to take to get the opening bout to get the upper hand early on. Wrestling is just as much a mind game as it is a body game.
Especially at the beginning of the match.
Absolutely, especially between two veterans, two well-traveled veterans such as these guys.
Everybody's looking for their edge.
You got to know. You notice how slowly they're taking it, taking their time, trying to figure out what they got to do.
You got to weigh the other opponent out.
Absolutely, you got to measure them up and down. Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Ooh. Looked like
what a fake out.
Pac faked him out with a.
What a fake out. What an insult.
Looked like he was going for the thrust kick, but he stopped. Zac saw it coming, tried to block him, but
might be better injury than insult.
And the shoulder tackle takes Pac to the mat. Here we go. Oh, and he saw it coming. Pac. Oh, and a beautiful run up, but Pac rolls out, but the drop kick sends him back down. An amazing display there, but Zac saw it. Zac saw it coming. He had it calculated.
You know, you don't always want to burn your energy celebrating.
Absolutely. But you got to take the time to get the crowd's energy in the cross body off the springboard.
Beautiful.
Now Pac's got the upper hand. Another arm drag sends Zac down. Zac with an arm drag of his own.
Whoa.
Both men trading drop kicks. Sharing a brain cell in that particular moment. You can just kind of see the mind game, the similar mindset of both of these men.
They're lighting right up.
Absolute professionals in their craft, trained by some of the legends of professional wrestling. Here we go.
Zac taking his time getting up.
Absolutely.
Trying to figure out a strategy.
Trying to take every second he can to get his win back, but then also continue to study Pac up and down. And you know Pac is doing the same thing to Zac. Taking their time, not wanting to expend themselves, trying to find that opening.
Placating the audience a bit.
Indeed, playing to the crowd a little bit. We've seen it time and time again how the energy of the crowd is absolutely infectious to these competitors. To anyone that steps in a wrestling ring, to have that crowd behind you is just the extra bit of motivation you need to keep going.
Offering a handshake?
Oh, yep.
Goodwill?
Oh, it was a show of respect, but a gut kick turned that around really quick.
That was not goodwill.
That was not at all. It was rather filthy, I do say. Oh, and off the ropes.
Oh,
and the
big
kick to the face. And the first pinfall attempt of the match. Pac is able to dig deep and kick out of that one, though.
He felt that, though. He felt that. He's checking his teeth.
You can still see him shaking off just the reverb of that kick and a beautiful snap suplex and another pin.
2. Oh.
It's still not enough, though.
Pac still going strong.
Absolutely. Pac is not ready to be put down yet. He's not ready to give up. Oh, and the huge slap echoing across the arena. And another one for good measure. Oh. Third time is not the charm, though, and Pac fights back with some slaps of his own, showing Zac what for on that one. Oh, and Zac is dazed. Oh, and another slap brings him down. There he is, dead center of the ring, nowhere near the ropes.
No. Worth the pin? No, not at all.
And Zac's still far too fresh.
5 minutes.
We're already at the 5-minute mark here. Oh. It looks like Zac was Zac raking his eyes? Ooh. Shot to the gut. Doesn't matter if he was raking the eyes anymore. Looked like he was going for it, but Pac stopped him, but it wasn't enough. Now Zac has the upper hand again with a rope choke.
Pushing him through the rope.
The boot to the sternum. Absolutely crushing his larynx there. And there it is.
Ref counting it out.
Another.
Zac knows exactly what he's doing here.
That is steel cable wrapped in ungodly amounts of tape there. The tape is good padding, but still, that is a hard steel cable under that. It's absolutely devastating to get your windpipe crushed on that sort of thing.
That's why there's a count. If there wasn't a count, it would just be strangling a man to death.
Oh, right. And worse, if you can get worse than strangulation. And the back elbow sends Pac to the mat.
Oh,
a dead drop. Just a little bit of a lackadaisical pin on that one. Pac's still able to kick out. Zac, though, taking a second to think. What else has he got? What else can he pull out? Oh, here we go. Into a chin lock. Wrenching on that windpipe. It seems that Zac has found his limb of choice to target, and it appears to be the throat of Pac Ortega.
Zac tends to pick a limb and stick with it.
Absolutely. A tried and true tactic. A very effective one as well. Pick a target and wear it down until your competitor can't keep going. Your opponent has to give up eventually.
Oh, and a reversal.
Indeed. We're back in the corner. But this time, Pac saw that one coming. It went into a
quick
schoolboy.
roll up.
Will it be enough? No.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. That uppercut sent Pac flying. Ooh, a very, very close 2 count there. A little bit of frustration appearing to make itself known on Zac's face there.
That was a hard hit on
was
both men.
That was a very hard hit indeed. The way Zac's arm flew back, the way Pac just took flight like a bird and was brought back down to the mat.
Ooh, big knee to the head.
A vicious knee down to the side of Pac's head.
Just working that neck.
The neck up. The neck up appears to be Zac's target of choice here.
The head is connected to the neck.
It is.
That's just science.
That is biology, I believe.
That's a form of science.
That is indeed a science. Very good, Mac. Very good.
Thank
You are
you.
an intelligent man, I see. Oh, and the sheer disrespect with the slaps.
No, it seems
Okay.
to be a bit late in the match to be taunting like that.
Absolutely, and,
Oh.
and Pac is making him pay for it.
Back has had it.
Absolutely. Oh, and the hard forearm to the back.
Zac stops that momentum.
Rocked his whole body. Ooh,
Big headbutt.
The absolutely vicious headbutt. Oh, it took just as much out of Zac as it did Pac, though.
It's the problem with headbutts.
Yeah, both absolutely. That's a high risk, high reward sort of a maneuver there.
He's going for the pin. It's going to be far too
Here we
late.
go, another pin attempt. Zac's third, I believe. Pac's still finding it within himself just to kick out. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's still showing some pretty serious endurance with all that. Oh, and he's grabbing his hair.
You could just see the frustration
Come
in
on,
Zac's
man.
face.
Absolutely, he's not really looking for a fair fight anymore. He's looking, how can I destroy? Oh,
Ooh.
he fought out of that hard whip to the corner and used it to his
Quick
advantage to get
offensive
between the
maneuver.
ropes.
Oh, but it's turned around.
Oh, indeed, we're both men showing their knowledge and expertise. Oh, and there we go, another
Solid drop kick.
very good drop kick indeed. Pac is down to the mat. Oh, Pac, he's got the ropes. He's got the ropes. That's a clean break right there.
There you go.
Oh,
Try
he's
again.
trying again, though. But Pac had too much. He was given too much opportunity to rest. Kudos to Zac for going for it again, but just wasn't enough.
Zac is recalculating.
He is. You can see him racking his brain, trying to figure out what more he's got to do to put this man away. Meanwhile, Pac has got to be thinking what he's got to do to get back on top. What can he do to fight out of this? Oh, and another vicious chop to the chest. Turning that man's pectorals into hamburger meat. And he fights his way out of another whip. Oh, and the crossbody did
no.
not connect this time.
Oh, no.
Or it did, but Pac was too ready for it.
Devastating.
Absolutely beautiful reversal. Looked like a backbreaker and then turned into a leg sweep there.
This is the point where you wanted to get that pin in.
Absolutely. The crowd.
It's like Pac is getting jazzed up by the crowd.
The crowd is very much behind him as the referee starts the 10 count. He's got to 7. Both guys are getting back on their feet now. Oh, and Zac went for the punch, but Pac saw it coming. And again, and third time's a charm, and now he's fighting back with some fists of his own. Amazing clothesline.
Big
Beautiful
elbow.
back elbow. Oh, an amazing underhook suplex. 2.9 if there ever was one. Pac was so close to securing victory there, but Zac was able to pull something out of him just at the very last second.
What a matchup this has been.
Indeed. Pac is fired up. He's in the driver's seat now, and he's well aware of it. He's in love with the idea. And, oh, there he goes. He's going for it. No.
Zac's not having it.
He was going for the PACOLYPSE, but it wasn't enough. Oh, but he manages to float Zac over, though, and the boot to the face.
Zac's coming in. Oh. So close.
Another stellar move from Zac there. Thought he had it there for a second, but it still wasn't enough. Pac there digging down deep to get himself out of this.
This match has been an unbelievable start to the evening.
Absolutely. You got to wonder what more these guys can pull out. What more do they have to do to end the other one?
A Pac versus a Zac. Who's going to come out on top?
That's the question of the night right now. Oh, here we go. Zac's look. Oh, Pac fights his way out of it. Oh, and the knee to the face. And a beautiful lariat. Both men are down. Zac getting all of that one, though.
Now's the time for the pin.
There it is. Could that be it? No! Another close call. Another 2.9.
I thought that was it for sure.
I did, too. I thought that would have been it. I thought that would have been the end. He lifted Zac up onto his shoulders for his finishing maneuver. He was getting ready to put in the PACOLYPSE, but Zac saw it coming and was able to fight his way out.
Zac working himself to his feet.
Absolutely. Here we go. He's going up high. Pac going up high. High risk, high reward once more. Oh, Zac gets his way out. Uh-oh.
Miss.
Oh,
whoa,
another
again with a kick psych
Another
out.
dodge super kick. Oh, and Zac fighting with one of his own. And there he is. He's lifting him up. And that's the hero's landing right there. This could be it. Yep. And this match is over.
Unbelievable. I lost money.
You were betting on that match?
I mean, I shouldn't be, but, you know. Yeah.
Tough times. Tough times inflation.
Tough times for Monday Mac.
You do what you got to do. You got to grind for that cash. I'm sorry you lost money, but what a stellar opening bout here. Zac Taylor walking away with a well-earned victory. Aside from a few filthy moves, but that's okay. Taking a moment to showboat to the crowd. We have a few audience members that are behind Zac. Pac was definitely the favorite to win this one, but unfortunately, Zac's ring knowledge and experience just proved a little too much. But you can see the wear and tear that this match has taken on him as he slowly makes his way back up from the concrete floor and heads his way back. Pac also looking absolutely devastated by that amazing contest. Neither of these men have anything to be ashamed of in this one. It was so close for both of these guys at both times.